Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle Podcast coming up next. We talk about UFC 320. Pereira versus Ankalaev. We're going to talk about that real quick. Coming up next.
Following podcast scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, they are the Internet Podcast.
We back. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for more content. Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle Podcast. It's your boys, podcast champs of the world. Insightful, S. Scott, Barz Wrestler Media, and the dynamic Darkwing Salute Dub.
Yo.
Hey, man. Did you or did you not see this fight, man? What was your thoughts?
I mean, the fight went too quick for me to have any thoughts. Poatan was, he's just a different animal, man. He did the same thing to Israel Adesanya at the middleweight division, and Israel knocked him out, came back, got the rematch, and he took Israel out. So honestly, I didn't expect anything different from Alex Pereira, however you want to say it. The dude is just an animal, man. He's different. I think that if given the chance to move up to heavyweight and to go 1v1 with Jon Jones, I think that would be fight of the decade, because both of them are monsters. We know what Alex can do. We know what Jon Jones can do. I think it's something that we have to see, but we'll see. Rest in peace to Jon Jones' brother, Arthur Jones, rest in peace. I know that's going to be a tough thing for Jon and his family to go through. So, yeah, rest in peace, Arthur Jones. But and that was another noble thing that Alex did after the fight. He called for the moment of silence for Arthur Jones. But yeah, Alex is just different, man. He's just different.
Yeah. I never thought I would see Alex Pereira do the Terminator walk when he walked through my, one of my favorite fighters. I mean, I've made it known on different podcast, one of my favorite fighters, or my favorite fighter, is Israel Adesanya. And when he beat Israel in their first altercation in UFC, I was like devastated. I was like, man. I was like, who is this guy? I was pissed. You could ask all my friends. I was like, yo, I was mad, man. I ain't going front. I was mad, yo. And then as time went on, Alex Pereira grew on me as a fighter, because like the more I tried to hate him, the more he just showed that he was like a class act. You feel what I'm saying? Like he really wasn't. Yeah. He really wasn't what people tried to paint him to be. You know what I'm saying? Like this old devilish type of guy and blah, blah, blah. He really wasn't. He's just a noble dude. And I was like, damn, man, like I want to hate this man, but I can't even hate him. And then when him and Izzy fought again, of course, Izzy knocked him out. But even at that time when I wanted to hate him, I couldn't hate him, because like, even though Izzy got his revenge back, and all that other stuff, he still would not go at Izzy's helmet. He just was like, okay, whatever. And then just shrugged it off and went about his business. And then he just went on a rampage that can probably be talked about for ages in MMA history. I mean, he beat the who's who out of every person that you could possibly say that is in the top rankings of his weight class at that time. And then for that part too, the guys that Izzy had problems with, he walked through them too. Like we know Izzy lost against Sean Strickland. He knocked Sean Strickland out. I mean,
Easy work.
He made Sean Strickland look like he was nothing. And I think, because of, he's just like, he's very hard to read. Very, very hard to read. I mean, those kicks that you try to check, you never see them coming because they're so smooth. You never see them coming. And then his striking is just like second to none. And when he hits you, like you're going night-night. And he can hit you with the most minimum missed punch and he'll still put you to sleep. That's scary. Like I hit you with half power and I'm still knocking you out. That is very scary. So he walks through these people and I'm just like, damn, man, like, what is this guy on? Like, who is training this guy? And of course, Glover Teixeira, he's training him, which is probably top 10 all-time greats in UFC as far as fighting, as far as like character, just all around one of the best. He's like literally making this look easy. And what really is scary is that he could lose one fight and it's like he never lost because he'll lose one fight and then end up winning like 10 straight. Like, that's crazy. How you lose a fight and then nobody remembers that you lost because you done won like 5 straight. Like, literally. That's what he had done. So it just shows me that this guy is just a different type of specimen. And the funny thing is that he offered to train with Izzy, and I believe I believe him and Izzy probably has linked up over the course of time to do some work. Because I know he linked up with Jones. Like, that's crazy. Like, having all those people in the same camp, training with one another. Do you know, like, we're talking about the cream of the crop as far as UFC. We're talking about Pereira. We're talking about Jones. And we talk about Izzy. And their fight records are nothing to slouch upon because they really didn't lose that much. I mean, I believe Izzy lost like maybe 3. We know Pereira lost 3. I think maybe Izzy lost 4, maybe 3 or 4. Jones is undefeated. So it's like, it's crazy to think like all these guys are aligned with one another and they're in talks of like training, and then they're also in talks of possibly Pereira versus Jones in a super fight. But this right here, man, I never thought I'd see him do the Terminator walk. He walked through this dude like he was nothing. And not for nothing, like I said, Ankalaev is nothing to slouch upon. The guy is he is still top 10 right now, or top 5, however you want to call it, in the light heavyweight division. He is nothing to slouch upon. And I know a lot of people hate him, and things like that, but you cannot deny his ability as far as a fighter. And Alex Pereira made him look like an infant over the weekend. I mean, he literally made him look like an infant. And what's even worse is the fact that he barely got touched. And he got hit. He ate a few punches and it did nothing. You know, Pereira just kept coming. He just kept marching forward. He tagged him a few times. He just kept marching forward. He caught him flush with that right hand, that devastating right hand from God. Hit him between the temple and his in the upper part of his jaw. Had him wobbly. Then he went in for the kill, and those elbows, oh my God, bro. Oh, look, man, listen. Listen to me. Those elbows were crazy. Like, I was cringing up. I was curling up when he was hitting him with those elbows. And as y'all know, he has a kickboxing background, so elbows is his specialty. I never seen elbows thrown like that before. Man, those elbows were intended to hurt you severely.
Bro, the elbows that he threw to the body, oh, that made my ribs hurt.
Oh my God. And that last one you see, he woke him up. That last one, like the first few were all up for his like headshots. That last few, he got to the body. He woke him up because he felt it. And if he didn't feel it, while he was getting hit with it at that time, he's going to feel it tomorrow. Because look, man, I'm surprised that he walked away from that. I'm really surprised that he walked away from that. Like, that was one of the craziest stoppages I've ever seen. Because if he had continued that onslaught, I believe, like, yeah, he would have definitely had to go to the emergency room. It would have been, they would have had to throw in a towel. That was rough to watch. That was almost as rough to watch as when he split open Strickland. Remember when he hit Strickland and he split Strickland open, and Strickland was leaking that whole fight? That was almost as devastating as that. You know what I'm saying? So, salute to Poatan. Champa. Salute. Champa. Salute the Champa. You know?
Listen, man. Listen. I think what Alex is showing us that sometimes age just don't matter.
Yeah.
You know, people say you slow down the older you get. I think this dude is getting better the older that he gets. Oh my goodness. Like, what's next? I know they're saying that possible that Yuri Prochazka is going to get a rematch. I don't know, Yuri. Like, I get it. He tried to say that he wasn't challenged in the first round against Khalil Roundtree, and that's why it went the way he did. I don't know. Yuri was giving, my bad. Khalil was giving Yuri problems.
Yeah, he was. He was. He definitely was.
I think Khalil just tired out in that third round, and Yuri took advantage of it. So I don't know, bro. I don't know if you ready for Alex just yet. I don't know. It'll be a rematch, and I don't don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, and I want to say this: Yuri is nice, as well, but I don't think that he can contend with Pereira. We seen how it went the first go around, and Pereira made him look like light work that first go around. And Yuri, not for nothing, is like in that class of that top 10 guys that's been, knocking on the door as far as titles and things like that. I mean, I believe Yuri lost like, not just lost to Pereira, he lost to maybe like another guy too, as well, by decision. But he's still like one of those top, I would say like top 20 guys in the UFC that's been putting in work. The only difference is with Yuri is like, Yuri's like, I don't know. Yuri's just kind of like, I don't know. Is it maybe his fighting style? Like,
he different.
It's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it all depends on who he's facing, who he's in front of at that present time. Because I don't look at him as a very exciting type of fighter. Like, he's not flashy. He don't do no like video game type of moves, but he could put you to sleep. His striking ability is nothing to slouch upon, but I believe like it just depends on who he's facing. Because when he was facing Caleb Roundtree was making him look like light work before the actual knockout. He was making him look like light work, And if, Roundtree didn't gas, which we know that Caleb has always had problems with his cardio, his stamina. If he didn't gas, we could honestly say that he wouldn't have won that fight. And that's not to say that Yuri's not good or great or whatever. It's just that Roundtree technically is a better fighter. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. He's just technically better, But yeah, Pereira is nothing to play with. Won that fight. Clearly won that fight. Ankalaev's getting some heat at the moment. People are making memes out of him. He did respond by, by talking about his religion. And he said, Allah has, basically, building him to make him stronger. Of course, after the loss and stuff like that, because he is of Muslim faith. And, like I said, man, these new breed fighters are different, man. These guys are different. And a lot of these guys come from different training regimens, different backgrounds, that all they do is fight their whole entire life. And that's how Alex is. Like, Alex came from that K1 background, and he already had the striking down pat, already had the boxing down pat. And he came in lighting people up right away. One of the fastest rising stars in UFC history. He beat like 5 guys right off the back and got a title shot and won the title his first title shot. He won. And nobody could take the title from him for a minute. For a very long time, nobody could take the title from him until Izzy fought him again. And like I said, he barely gets hurt. Like, do you really, you look at this guy, do you be seeing scratches on him when he fights after his fight? Like, even when he get knocked out, he don't even really seem hurt. He don't even show expressions on his face. He's definitely the Terminator, bro. Like, he don't express no type of like hurt or anything like that, which is crazy. So it like makes him hard to read. Like, you can't read somebody like that. If you hit somebody, you want to know that you hurt them. you hitting Alex Pereira, it's like you hitting a brick wall. Like, you might have chipped him, but he don't show no emotion. You know what I mean? Like, that's why it was such a surprise when Izzy hit him and put him down, because like he ain't show no emotion that he was hurt. you had to see him. He had to get the what you call it. He had to get the noodly legs. He had to get the baby llama, out the womb type of legs for you to know that, oh yeah, I got him. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one knew.
Bro,
Man.
I knew that Ankalaev was in trouble by the way that Poatan was looking at him. Like, his eyes never left Ankalaev. Never left. Straight laced. Like you couldn't tell if he was excited for the fight. You couldn't tell if he was nervous for the fight. You couldn't tell anything.
Yeah.
On Alex. Like, I was like, as soon as I saw that right before the fight started, I'm like, Alex getting that belt back.
And that's exactly what he did. 2-time light heavyweight champion. 2-time light heavyweight champion. I believe he's a one-time middleweight champion as well. He's a 2-time middleweight.
Yeah, because I think he had the belt, and Izzy took the belt off of him. Izzy lost the belt to Strickland, and then he took the belt off of Strickland. I want to say that's how the timeline went.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
So basically, he's a 2-time light heavyweight champion and he's a 2-time middleweight champion. So the only belt that he has not. I'm gonna double
check my thought real quick, but I believe so.
Okay. So if that's the case, then the only belt that he has not held is the heavyweight title, which I could see him holding that too, because I believe on his walk around weight is like 220, 225, 230, and it's a big 230, 225. Like, it's not like a small cut 220. Like, he's a big dude. Like, of course, you know, he's lean and muscular, but he's a big guy. He's like, what, 6'4", 6'5", around there. You know what I'm saying? So, and he's tall. So, you know, and he's a pretty solid competitor. So I wouldn't be surprised if he takes that John Jones fight. You know, I mean, it wouldn't be for no title, you know, but that bag will probably be pretty good. You know, just to him to test his mettle against Jones, you know, that bag would be good. And I thought John Jones retired.
Okay, so he won the middleweight title from Izzy at UFC 281. Then he lost it in the rematch to Izzy at 287, and then he moved to light heavyweight after that.
So he was still the middleweight champion when he moved to light heavyweight and won that
No,
title.
after he lost the title to Adesanya at UFC 287, he moved to light heavyweight.
Okay, he moved to light heavyweight.
So he only had the lightweight title once. He only had the middleweight title once. Sorry.
Okay, so he's a 2-time light heavyweight champion, 1-time middleweight champion. Okay.
Correct.
Hey man, this guy is different.
What was there left to prove at middleweight though? That's my question. It's like, okay, he beat up on Sean Strickland. You know, he beat up Izzy. We know he can beat up Izzy. We already saw it. Izzy got his get back, but we know he can beat up on Izzy. Does Dricus du Plessis want some of it? I don't think Dricus does, because Dricus just lost his title. You know what I mean?
Yeah, who did he lose to again? I forgot.
Bilal Muhammad.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
So what was there left to prove for Alex at the middleweight? No,
And
he thought the next step was to move up to light heavy, and And it's proven that he was right.
The crazy part about it is that if Dricus had kept that title, we probably would see Alex go over there and take it from Dricus. You know what I'm saying? Because they were in talks of that too. But Dricus lost to Bilal, which I did not see coming, because when he beat Izzy, like I told you, I was pissed when that happened too, because I expected Izzy to dog walk Dricus, but the problem is with Izzy is, like Izzy's been so good for so many years, like people start to read his moves now. It's not looked at something new anymore and flashy anymore. So now those moves that people can't read, they see it coming, and they capitalize on it. And not for nothing neither, that I just feel like those last few years before Izzy took an actual break, I just feel like he was fighting too much. And I also feel like he wasn't like he just wasn't taking his fights. He wasn't hungry. He wasn't serious no more. He wasn't taking his fight serious. When he took the Strickland fight, I was just like, why are you taking this fight? You know what I'm saying? Even though I felt like he could beat Strickland, I still feel like he could beat Strickland. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why are you taking this fight? Like, you know what I'm saying? This is not a fight that you need at the moment. But he took it anyway. He underestimated Strickland. Strickland let him have it. And I feel like this time he could beat Strickland. I'm not saying Strickland is not good, not great. I just feel like in their first altercation, I felt like Izzy didn't take the fight seriously, and he only took the fight to try to prove something. And we see how that goes. Like I said, Alex took the fight against what's the name the first go around. He was only at 40%, and he came back this fight and he got his revenge. So I'm looking at it from that perspective. Mm-hmm.
I want to fix something that I said. I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Bilal Muhammad beat Leon Edwards.
Okay.
But Khamzat Shamaev is the one that beat Dricus Du Plessis.
Okay. Yeah. Because you're right. Hamzat, the one that I'm trying to remember. Did he knock Du Plessis out, right? Did he knock him out, or
say he won submitted by unanimous decision? But let me double check that.
Or did he submit him? I'm trying to remember, because when you said Bilal, I actually was thinking Hamzat, because I kept seeing Hamzat's face, but I didn't correct myself. So,
yeah, it was a unanimous decision.
Okay. I thought he had knocked him out or something, but yeah, man, it the fighting class, now is different. I think if Alex Pereira fights Du Plessis, which I don't see that fight happening now, but even if it was, yeah, he's beaten. This guy's different. I mean, you could say like you're gonna take him to the ground or whatever, but his takedown defense is like top notch. Like have we ever seen him being taken down? We've seen him taken down. He got right back up. So I'm just saying, like, if you take him to the ground, he has defense for you now. And that's a lot of that is because of Glover. Glover is like top 5, guys when it comes to groundwork. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, if you training with him, guarantee you're going to learn how to defend on the ground. You're probably going to learn how to knock out somebody from the ground while you're on your back. So, yeah, man.
Yep. Just, I don't know, man. I think the next step for Alex is if he wants to fight Yuri again, fight Yuri again. If John Jones decides that he's not retired and wants that super fight with Alex, that'll be one for the ages. That'll be one for the ages.
Yeah, I definitely think he wants that super fight. I ain't even going front. I definitely think he wants that super fight. He wants that bag, man. Jones wants that bag. I don't even think it's about him winning titles anymore because he basically did all he could do in mixed martial arts. I just think it's about the money and competition aspect for Jones. You know what I mean? But who knows? Who knows? Yeah.
All I know is I don't see Alex going back down to middleweight. There's no point in it. He has nothing left to prove unless he just wants the challenge of going against Shamaev. I mean, if that's the case, then cool. If not, then either stay at light heavyweight and just dominate light heavyweight or move up to heavyweight. That's the only two moves I can really see him making. Maybe give Yuri another shot at the belt. But who knows? Who knows? All I know is that I wouldn't want to be that guy to sign a contract and get in the octagon with him. That's not me. No, sir.
Definitely wouldn't be a fan of doing that. That's for sure.
Mm-mm.
Not at the fighting win streak that he's on. Nah, not a good idea. Yeah. Any closing thoughts?
Alex right now is in a league of his own, man. He's in a league of his own. He reminds me of a lot of when Anderson Silva was just terrorizing the middleweight division of UFC. And then he went up and beat Forrest Whitaker. Not my bad. That's an actor. Woo, Lord. Forrest Griffin. Mm-hmm. He went up and beat Forrest Griffin. Mm-hmm. So, and then he beat Stephan Bonner, all at a higher weight class. So he reminds me a lot of what Anderson Silva did. I just think that Poatan is just more destructive than Anderson Silva was. Mm-hmm. Anderson Silva was more flashy. Poatan, he's just going to devastate you. Mm-hmm. But Alex is just on a different level. I don't know who's going to be the next person to knock him off, if there is one right now. Mm-hmm. It'd be exciting to see. But right now, it's just nobody's touching Alex.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. That's how I feel too. Like nobody's touching him. I don't think nobody's going to touch him for a very long time. You know, he's just a different breed of fighter. You know, different breed. Anyway, we'll be back with another one. It's your boys, Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle Podcast. Sayonara.
Following podcast, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, they are the Internet Podcast.